Hello everyone, welcome back to Night in the Woods. You know, I haven't said this before, but I really like the font on this, on the main menu. Maybe I have said that before, but I just don't remember, which is very likely. Magnerd is third. Let it be known, everyone, Magnerd has declared himself to be third. So whether you were actually third or not is irrelevant because Magnerd has proclaimed that he is third. Mary, unfortunately, Magnerd has already claimed third, so you can go for second. Or first, even. But you can't be third. I saw Space Case and Dystoria in the chat before me. Who's Dystoria? I've never seen him in here before. It's you and you count. Okay. What if I can't count, Magnerd? I already can't read. I'm the one who can't read. Well, Magnerd, I've slowly been becoming. I guess? I've been becoming illiterate slowly. It's just getting worse. Yeah, Mary can only count to 4. We are poor examples of America. Or maybe we're good examples of America. I don't know. That's why you and Little Bit are friends. Only bound by their ability to count to 4. Mary Owie and Little Bit became friends. That's a good start of a book. Make it happen, Magnerd. Anyway, going back to this font thing. No one ever, remembers fonts that's really... Well, I don't. But everybody, remembers fonts that are good. Unless it's Comic Sans. Everybody says Comic Sans, but that's the only thing anyone can ever think of. And it's not even that bad. Comic Sans is not that bad. The best way to think of Comic Sans is bad, like how everybody thought Nickelback was bad. Nickelback was not bad. I think I'm going to start another book about a young man that was kidnapped by a cult for the purpose of being the centerpiece of religious ceremonies. Did they just, tie him up to, a post, and then he's just, kinda there? He's like a decoration or something? Nickelback low-key is pretty good. They really are. The only theory I have is that, for some reason, it just became cool to hate on Nickelback. I guess it's because it's the thing where if something gets too popular, people automatically hate it. Which, they want to be different and stuff. Nickelback was pretty popular. I wouldn't say it was, super popular, so I don't know if that's the whole reason, but it just became really cool to hate on Nickelback, and it just kind of stuck. They had some really good songs. People still play Nickelback today, and that's kind of that kind of tells you that their music was good. When people are still playing Nickelback, how long's it been? 20 years? I don't even know. Something like that. And people are still listening to Nickelback. That tells you something. That tells you that you were wrong. Oh, hell yeah. Came in time for the cult stuff. Just in time. He's kidnapped when he's young and then brainwashed into believing the cult leader is his own grandfather. This is gonna get really convoluted, Magnerd. Early on in the story, he will escape. In the second act, he will be on the run. I'm not going to tell you about the third act of the story. It'll ruin everything. But it turns out the grandfather dies and gets reincarnated as the fake grandson's favorite shoes. You hit part of it. Now we're turning into an anime all of a sudden. I'm working on fleshing out the details of the cult beliefs. So, with you saying that, Magnerd, I can't actually tell if this is legit or you're just screwing around. Let's go ahead and start, though. It's legit. See, that's what I thought, but knowing you, Magnerd, you can, spin a story in such a way that it can sound legit. I knew it was legit. Well, good for you. I had a creeping suspicion. Magner is always legit. I don't know about that. Let's do our little routine and get out of bed. Oh, yeah, that's right. We last left off witnessing a kidnapping. And this person may or may not be dead. As is tradition, we have our laptop and our bass guitar that we will hop on first. Bass, bass, bass. Don't worry, Space Case. Space Case, bass. Space Case wants bass. We always do bass. I actually wish I could do bass more than the game lets me. It only lets you do 2 times a day, which I think it's blasphemy for a musician to only want to play the bass guitar twice in a day, but that's just me. You know. Always with my ears. Hi, little bit. That's so valid. I wish they have an unlimited mode. I know. I don't understand. Why they only let you do it twice a day. Like, what's gonna happen if they just let you just stay on a day and just practice a song the whole time? The only way I know how to say hello. I know it is. Hey, May, thanks so much for your help last night. Woke up and realized that I completely imposed in a big way. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'll be at work cleaning up after last night if you want to say hello. Absolutely. So I'm pretty sure we fixed our relationship with B, which is good, because I really hated that. Hey, dude, sorry couldn't hang out last night. Angus says he's sorry, too. Band practice Tadya, because I'm in charge and I say so. Off to work, bye. Fantastic yums. Wonderful. Alright. Now we're doing bass. We're doing bass, Space Case. Mary Owie is a writer, for those of you that don't know. So, she can offer some tips on writing. I also write, but not in the same way. For game dev stuff, and this massive, enormous project I've been working on for years. But anyway, bass, bass, bass. Alright, let's go. So many writing homies here. I guess so. All the writing homies. Alright, so Space Case. This is my favorite song, so this is what we're going to play. I have aced this twice. Let's see if I can do it today. I screwed up one note. And it's the hardest part. The hardest part, where you have to get all of the notes, the timing perfect. I'd say that was pretty good, though. That's pretty good. I'm headbanging so hard right now. That was so perfect. I just got raptured by how perfect it was. Thanks, Space Case. And it still wasn't perfect because we screwed up one note. I'm so sad. It was close enough, though. But we get another try, so let's do it again. As is tradition. We gotta do our 2 sessions. There's our perfect run. That makes 3. I have no idea how you do the spammy parts. I always mess those up. I'm uber impressed. Yeah, it's hard. That's even if you get past that part, transitioning to the slower pace, the bridge, I guess, is also hard because you have to kind of adjust your speed. That's the hardest part of the song. Even if you ace that speedy part, it's because Astoria plays bass IRL. I do play bass IRL. I haven't played in a little bit, but I love the bass guitar. More than any... I like the piano and the violin, how those sound, but playing, I love the bass guitar. Whoa, May, whoa. Whoa, May, is that you? I know. Well, when I found out that May plays the bass, I was like, oh, that's super cool. That's super cool. Because I immediately related with May at that point. I wonder if the new working clock... I wonder if the new working clock downstairs thinks this clock is scary. Big old thing upstairs. Like you, but different. Huge and spooky. Making weird noises at night. Aw, I can't find this thing spooky. It's a piece of granddad. We need more of those. May really admires her granddad. Yeah, Destoria is May. May is a little bit crazier than me. But I do really like May. I like her creative way of thinking. She's very uncouth. Untraditional. A little out there. Talk to the bird? No talking to the bird. Oh! Do we have any detective books out here? Oh, of course we do. Do we have any books about ghosts? Like real life ghosts? Do we have any books for nut jobs, I guess? No, this is good. Research is good. Confront the problem head on. You're not losing it, dude. You are, in fact, keeping it. Very close. Oh, we can talk to the bird. Hi, bird. You're just like the same every day. Birds tend to be that way, you know? Like, you don't really get a... Well, I guess you can, but, like, there's... Some birds you don't really get for them to be kind of different. It's like a fish, I guess. Like, you don't really get a fish to entertain you. They're just there. What is your bird existence like? May is cray. May is super cray. For 3k CP, you can add cat ears to Destoria. It's true. It is there. My burbs get scared of me every day. Yeah? Come say hello, why don't ya? Is Mom trying to make up from yesterday? There's boxes here. Is she packing? What is this Blues Clues? It's not the first time I've played this game, Alistair, and it's not even close to Blues Clues. This is so far from Blues Clues, you have no idea. It deals with some moderately heavy undertones. I'd say moderately heavy. It is a bit dark. Oh, Aomei is showing off some sweet moves right now. Oh, yeah. Check it out. I bet you can't do this in real life. Hop on our little counter. Hey, hun. Hey, Mom. You look really tired. So do you. Also, I have a splitting headache. Well, the weather seems to agree with you. Gray and drizzly. I could go for that today. Hey, hun? Yeah? Sorry about yesterday. Yeah, that was brutal yesterday. Me too. I said some stuff. I didn't really mean it. Well, whether you meant it or not, that isn't how we should communicate. I don't want us to stop talking. I just don't want a repeat of a few years ago. I'm really sorry, Mom. About all of it. Hey, May. You okay? I'm fine. Guess I'm stressed too. Saw some weird stuff last night. Or, I think I did. Want to talk about it? Later. I'm still, putting it together. Can we talk about school? Also later. So what are you stressed about? Well, I guess you're a grown-up now. Just spill it, Mom. After your incident a few years back, as you know, we went into some debt, smoothing that over. Jeez, I'm still so sorry about that. It's in the past, let's not get back over it. Okay. When it came time to get you off to school, we took advantage of a kind of mortgage to make sure you were taken care of. I think I see where this is going. Okay. Well, turns out it wasn't a very good deal. And I just feel so stupid. They'd like to offer these mortgages to people who maybe don't have a lot of money and aren't used to getting offers like this. Why? Because the bank took advantage of us. And now they own the house. And we owe them more than it's worth. Yeah, that's where I thought this was going. What does that mean? It means we're not sure how long into the future we'll have the house. Holy crap, we're in trouble, huh? And I'm a huge jerk? It's okay, sweetie, don't worry. What you reading? It's a book of unsolvable murders. Did they all happen? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Sure. Want to hear a real teaser? Yeah, damn, I know. That's why she was snippy with us yesterday. Because, in the end, they sacrificed a lot to send May to college. And not only did May not finish college, she also doesn't want to talk about it. And so it feels like they just lost out. They sacrificed all of that for nothing, and now it's looking like they're going to lose the house. That's hard stuff. Yeah, it is. Sure. Alright, there's a man lying dead in a kitchen with a bullet wound in his head. There's a man there with him. He's got some blood on his right hand. But no gun. Huh. Last thing. The dead guy has a scar on the back of his head. Do you know the answer? Well, I don't know if there's one answer. It's supposed to get you thinking. I can see how this is not either one's fault. Yeah, it's... Well, it's not May's fault, but May didn't help things. It's chiefly the... I don't know, like, the parents were taken advantage of, so I don't know all the details. In the end, it's the person that gave him the mortgage whose fault it is. And the parents fell victim to it. Yeah, I know, they're doing it out of goodwill, but, you know, even doing good things, you can still be at fault for something. In the end, it was the bank who has the fault. May could have helped things, though. Alright, so we had a guy dead on a kitchen floor, I think it was, with a bullet hole in his head. And like a wound in the back of his head and blood on his right hand. I don't know. I don't know if this is something if you can even solve this, or is this just something they made up for the game. So I'm not even going to try to solve this. You should have been a detective. Yeah. I would have loved that. Okay, so I have a question. Oh, okay, so we're pursuing this a little bit. I guess we'll find out more about it if she's at fault or not once we know what she did. Yeah, maybe we'll get some more details on it. What kind of scar? Oh, it's a scar. So that happened a while ago. Who's the other guy in the room? What else is in the room? I think this is most relevant because we don't have any idea how this could have happened. Let's see what this is. Normal stuff. Refrigerator, microwave, silverware. Knives? No knife wounds, though. Oh, right. Look at the little squinty eyes that May's got. Okay, I think I got it. Wow, what you got? The guy in the room is a surgeon. Ah. He implanted a magnet in the dead guy's skull. That's why he has that scar. Then the suspect used a super magnet or something on the dead guy's forehead. Nailed it. You nailed it, May. She's very serious and astute. I know. Which pulled the magnet out through the dude's head. Haha, that's why he has blood on one hand. Yep, and I bet the murder weapons are stuck to the fridge. Holding up a pic of Aunt Dottie. Oh, bravo, sweetie. Thank you, thank you. We'd make quite a pair of investigators. Could open a detective agency in town. Could use one right now, probably. Always work for crime solvers. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Love you, daughter detective. You too, Inspector Mom. Oh, we got a little memory from that. Rip Granddad. Alright, let's get out of this house. These people are never gonna finish their road work, I swear. Average American construction, to be fair, you're right. Depressingly so, you're right. Oh, it's this guy. I forgot about this guy. We gotta go talk to him. As soon as we can work our way up there. Alright, time to burn our eyes by the sun again. Miss May Borowski. Present. Smell the autumn winds. Yeah, hard to miss it. One should not miss such a thing. Talking of, want to see some stars? Come, have a look. Here we go. Ah, I'm blind. It's your own fault at this point, I would say. Yeah, he's right. Found one. Let's see. Big snake. Big snake? Yep. I saw a big snake once. At the zoo. In Scouts, we were hiking, and one was sunning itself on a rock. What a treat! I was thinking it's rare to see a snake just randomly relaxing. What's up with this one? Well, it appears it got a little fucked up. Just by the looks of it. Big snake emerged from the earth and made war upon the villages. What villages? You know, villages. Okay. And as he wrapped himself around them, the villagers saw that they were encircled by the same big snake. And they came together, and together they slew the big snake. You learn. Why did the big snake attack the people? Do you have sympathy for the big snake? Jeez, I don't know, but can we just keep saying big snake? Big snake. Big snake. Big snake. That's it? That was... Okay. That was the least amount of story we've ever gotten for any of these constellations. The only thing we found out is a big snake attacked the village. That one is weak sauce. Yeah, it's pretty weak sauce. Star located, Captain. Let us consult the guide. Oh, you'll like this one. Really? Because they're dead. Okay, yeah, I'm into it. He knows her too well. All too well. Gramercy, the medium. In life, he spoke with the dead. Why did he say it as a question? Does he not know? Really? Who knows? I guess he doesn't know. But when he died, his own spirit returned and spoke through him. Wait, that's dumb. How so? That's just called being alive. Let's just be smart. Not so, his body was dead. So he was like a zombie, but just as smart as before. Not looking for brains. So, like, normal, but he smelled bad? Just so. Why did they make this guy into a star? I have no idea. I guess it's kind of impressive. I mean, yeah, it kind of is, but... like, is there more? Dumb, but impressive. So what's the moral of this one? Moral? I mean, May, we didn't really have a moral of big snake. We just had fun saying the word big snake, and that was pretty much... that was the most exciting thing about that one. Yeah, usually star things like this have some sort of moral. Sometimes things are just strange. That's the moral? Bleh. That is our pair for the day. Well, gee willikers, Mr. Chazakov. Bleh. Willikers. My running theory is that the mom is the killer and the aunt is covering for her. Maybe the mom is like not all there during those murders, but there's something that makes the mom do this consciously or it's subconscious. That's gotta be it. That's why she loves these crime stories too, because she's actually a murderer and she's trying to learn from them. Adventuring redeemed Necostoria. Alright, so we're bringing out Necostoria. There we go. Necostoria is here. I didn't hear the decision, but I think it's Old Man Smithers. Do you mean Old Man Old Man Selmers? We have an Old Man Selmers. Well, he's probably not old. I'm not even sure if he's a he, but I guess he could be old. We'll talk to him soon. Wow, that was pretty great. Yes, it was. More in a couple days. We have at least 2 more days. Alright. Oh. So how many stars are there? What? I mean, the ones we're looking for. Should be a few left, but who can say? We can only point our telescopes and look. Okay, it's being cryptic over there. Well, since we're already up here, let's stay up here and see what else there is we need to get. Get/do. Look at this, we're bouncing the acorn. Oh, that was pretty epic. Oh, that was pretty cool. Here's Selmers. Another theory is that the town is in on it, or at least part of them. Are you actually being serious about that second one? Like, you're not being serious about the first one, I know. The second thing is more likely, if there is something. How's it going, Selmers? How was your Halloween? Weird. Went to Harfest. Saw some messed up shit that I think was real? I'm being dead serious about both. There's no way Mom is a killer. There's no way. Then had a really bad nightmare. Cool. I stayed in and ate candy and watched TV. Halloween episodes were on. Well, I was out living a Halloween episode, okay? Whoa. Yep. Want to hear a new poem? I was hoping he forgot. Sure. Autumn wins. Autumn sins. Okay. Autumn times. Autumn crimes. What counts as an autumn sin? Cheating on your wife with some gas station skank. I guess that would do it. In November. Oh, right. Yeah, that's inconsiderate. To put it lightly, yeah, it is a little inconsiderate. Hey, Mr. Chazakov. Yes, Selma? You're gonna break your neck someday. I will make sure to fall right on you. Yes, please. Please do it. Haha, well, I'm a big enough target. I'm bigger than you. We should be covered. You two. Leaves, leaves, leaves. Is that a poem? Nope. Fascinating, thank you. The Mrs. varnished this porch herself. Don't go tracking mud all over it. This guy, all he talks about is his porch. There's not been a single time where he's not talked about his porch. This screen's cleared. I love the little grabby fingers. Alright. Alright, let's start down here. What? We can't get pretzels for the rats? Are they all grown up now? Have our rat babies moved out of the house? They're all big now? Oh, hey, Miss Rosa. Oh, hello, May. Feeling better? As well as to be expected, I suppose. That's good. Did you want to talk about your grandfather? Yeah. Possum Springs was built on our backs and the backs before us. Time was they didn't pay the people in real money. Paid in little tokens and bills stamped with the company name. Good at the company store. For company goods. Back in school they showed us some of those. Weird quarters and stuff. Your grandfather remembered. His daddy experienced it firsthand. Mine boss came into town driving a big fancy car. Night I met your grandfather. A real bastard. That boss, God forgive him. Your grandfather runs out of the dance. I think he was a bit drunk, or just stupid in some brave way. He shouts, "The guts of all bosses!" He all of a sudden has a hunting knife from somewhere, and he slashes the boss's tires. How insane was my granddad? This sounds like a fever dream. Wow. Picks up a rock, put it through the windshield. Then he climbs up. I'm sorry, this part is a bit rude. Holy shit, don't stop. Yeah, I mean, it's already pretty unhinged. Let's keep going. He pees through the windshield hole. This is amazing. Did they catch him? Nah, just me and a few other folks saw it. I trot over to him and we run off down the alley. Past the A-OK drugstore. Big field, big parking lot nowadays. Stars, fat and bright. I guess we were both pretty drunk. One thing led to another. Oh. Okay. Wait. When was this? A very long time ago. Was he... So what happened with the car? Got towed away. Police couldn't get no witnesses. We weren't snitches about that kind of thing. Damn right. So like I said, you got troublemaker blood. Hehehe. Jeez, I never knew this. No, I don't imagine her parents would be keen on telling her that either. I don't think your daddy even knows. I bet not. You gonna tell him? Sure, why not? We don't really talk to our dad much anyway, you know? Like, the only time we've bonded with our dad, which is rare, is when he's watching TV. We saw him at his job once or twice. So we don't really talk to our dad much. Sometime, maybe. I wanted to pass this story along to you. It was one night, one thing he did in a lifetime of nights and things he did. What you want to do with that is part of your story now. I can't talk much more for today. I'd like to know more about him. This was crazy. I'll see you, May. Sooner or later. Okay. Bye, Miss Rosa. Bye for now, May Borowski. Yep. We definitely got our crazy streak in us from Granddad. Which is interesting because it doesn't seem like mom or dad is that crazy. Maybe it's all a facade. Maybe they're actually just super crazy. Hey, kind of a weird question, but is anyone missing? What? Like, anyone you know who was out last night and didn't come back? I don't think so. What's going on? Nothing. Thought I saw something. Okay, you should tell us if this is something. Just be careful, okay? Keep an eye out. And let me know if you see anything weird, okay? I mean, you all hang out together constantly. You're safer than anyone else I know. There's so many things that are like happening in this game in the background. It's crazy. Whoa. Is someone moving in? Probably something dumb. I miss you, pizza place. Oh yeah, this is different. Maybe someone is moving in. Let's go say hi to I keep forgetting his name. I honestly can't remember this guy's name ever. You up for band practice in a bit? I guess. Weird night. How so? I'll tell you about it later. Yeah, we don't really talk to him much. He's not one for conversations, this guy. There's the party barn. War is some bullshit. You hear me, statue? I guess you were drafted. Ugh. You died before you got to enjoy the statue they made of you. It's garbage. Yeah, when you put it that way, it's a little garbage. They can't make me go to war. I'll go underground. I'll join some sort of group that's against war and stuff. We'll blow up war stuff and sabotage other war stuff. I'll live in the shadows for decades. No address. Always on the run. Living in a trailer in the desert. It'll be awesome. Hell yeah, May. She's got it all lined up. Oh, what's happening here? So today's my last day. Oh dear, we're gonna miss you. It happened so fast. Let us know how it is. I will. I'll come visit. Can't leave you two to fend for yourselves. Oh dear, what are we gonna do without you? Y'all wanna go see a movie or something? Yeah, let me get settled in. And we can go on an outing. And you'll see me wherever you go for groceries. That's true. I ain't going far. Not far at all. Alright, let's go up here now. Let's see what's up here for us. It's Mom! Hey, hey, church mom. Hey, hey, heathen daughter. Oh, I'll make it in here someday. But come on, seriously, no one likes getting up on Sunday. she's got a point. May's got a point there. I find it very enriching. Your father does too. Mostly. But he attends, and that's important. And he knows it means a lot to me. Alright, well, guilt thoroughly tripped. You do work for the church. That's not what faith is like, hun. There's more grace than condemnation. Kinda. Whatever. Alright, I'm out. See you later, sweetie. There's no way Mom is evil. Like, there's no way. She is so wholesome. She is so wholesome, loving, smart. Oh, Pastor Kate isn't here. I wonder if she's up there with Bruce. There's so many little mini side stories that happen in this game. Like, this is just one of them. Like I said, there has to be a reason. Yeah, but I don't think Mom's involved. Is the thing. Not in that way, at least. Yep, here she is. I don't feel right about it. I know, but sometimes the right thing doesn't feel right. I just think it's just wrong to take something when folks don't want you to take it. Well, I feel like God would see this differently. I do, at least. That's because you're a good person. So, let's see what's going on here. Hey, hey. Hey again. Hey. So, I had this really bad dream last night. Me too. I dreamed I was a pizza, and I was afraid someone would slice me. Jeez. Yeah, that's not a great dream. Yep. This just makes me sad we don't have a pizza place anymore. Gotta order it from out by the highway now. Tragic. I had a dream I was a goose flying south, and I had to keep up with the other gooses, or I'd get lost. Well, that's stressful. That's sad. Turned to good dream. What are y'all talking about? Big meeting coming up. City Council. Yep. About Bruce here. Wow, that's intense. We'd appreciate your prayers. This is precisely the kind of time where God shows up. Hope so. Me too. Still not getting a lot of details on what's going on. I had a theory about it last stream, I think it was. But I don't know why the city council would be involved. My theory was that he would be working in the church and then he'd get to stay inside the church. That's hardly a city council matter. So I'm not sure. Maybe that's not what it is. At any rate, this is what makes me think of the town in on it theory. Like I said, that's what I would think is more likely, that there's stuff that the town knows. I want to get to that cat. Did you go to Harfest? Yeah, ended up in a play. Because my friend B screwed it up. Cool. I ate pizza and watched Blood Gorgon. Blood Gorgon? Italian movie from like 1980. Lots of blood. but it's like theatrical and stuff. Girls' boarding school, bunch of ghosts kidnapping them, taking them to the Blood Gorgon? Yep. Is something wrong? Nah, just the kidnapping thing. I think I saw a ghost or something last night. I'm not sure. That sounds kinda awesome. It was like the opposite of awesome. Oh, sorry. It's cool. I'll see you later. Good luck with your ghost problem. Thanks. There's also one thing we haven't heard about in a while, and it's this. Nuke Possum Springs. Like, that got a lot of, like, I think the town officials really worried. But after that day, maybe the next day also, there wasn't really anything spoken about it. Go back to your room. Go mind your business. Can we say hi to our little rat babies? Are they all grown up? Were these here before? This one's dead. Plastic flowers are like super depressing for some reason. Dead flowers are less depressing than plastic ones. I guess I can see that. My babies have left the nest. Oh no. It's true, we lost our little rat babies. They're all grown. Here they are, I guess. They don't need pretzels anymore. I mean, I guess this one's not dead? I don't know. It looks dead. The little rat babies. It's time to say hi to Bee. Hey, Bee. Hey, thanks again for last night. I owe you one. It's fine. It was fun. My night got, like, really weird and bad afterwards. How so? Tell you later, I guess. Still, like, putting it together. Okay, well, let me know how that goes. I will. I think it's band practice day? Yeah, I'm gonna go hunt down Gregg. Shouldn't be too difficult. Yeah, no. He's at the Snack Falcon. I don't know how that guy stays employed. Yeah, honestly, I don't either. I couldn't tell you, B. He steals constantly, breaks supplies for fun, and leaves work whenever he wants. Yeah, how is he still employed? Gregg plays by his own rules. Feels more like the world plays by his. Whoa. I don't even know what that means. Still, whoa. Alright, so if we want to do band practice, we go talk to Gregg. So May's been kind of keeping this whole thing about the kidnapping pretty hush-hush. She's still trying to, like, process it. It's wet again. And I'm cold again. It's just rain. Hey, why are we still standing out here? Someone has to. Do you, though? I don't think I've ever been up here. Hey. What are you doing outside my window? I don't know. Please go away. What you doing? Newspaper. What's in the news? Dumb girl slips off ledge, dies on street below. Area cranky man haunted by a screaming poltergeist. Soggy corpse hardly recognizable, identified by teeth. Area man dies of heart attack from being scared by hootin' and hollerin' phantom. Evidence shows girl was pushed. Alright, alright. Dang! The passive aggressiveness. Now here's a man who loved statues. Don't get a lot of people getting statues made of themselves today. We're secure in ourselves, okay? We don't need statues to make us feel better. If I got a statue, I'd have them make me real tall. You just said you didn't need statues to make you feel better. Now you're talking about having a statue of yourself. Freaking May. Look at this old guy on his little motorized cart. Hey, dude. Hey, you. Working here now? Yep. Sucks. But it pays. Question. How do they fit a kitchen in there? Look, he's coming back the same way he just left. The dude on the little cart. Barely. What do you do here? Grill man and janitor. I cook and mop. At the same time? Yes. That's incredible. That's incredible. And actually, from hearing that, I don't think I want to eat here anymore. I don't think I want to eat there ever. Oh, shoot. What's happening over here? Hey. Sup, kid? You smell weird. Why is my aunt's car here? That's your aunt? Yeah? Oh. Weird that, like, makes you half cop. You'll never half catch me, half coppa. So dumb. I don't know what they're doing up there. Huh. You go to Harfest? Nah, over it. Cool. I had kind of a weird time. Weird, bad time, actually. It's a guaranteed weird, bad time. Yeah. Are those people from yesterday still here? Dunno. We're not, like, good friends or anything. Oh, yeah. I don't know why I thought you'd know. I was wondering if they ever met Casey. Out there somewhere. I can ask. I used to ask. I just hate thinking about him out there all by himself. Casey's tough. He'll be fine. When you gotta get out, you gotta get out. Yeah, I guess. Well, see you at band practice. Real talk, do you actually like watching us play? Yeah, I mean, you're not good, but yeah. Dang. Didn't have to say it that way. Not my style. What is your style? Black metal, thrash, crossover, hip hop. I like Witch Dagger. They're kinda metal. Oh yeah, like that Doom shit, right? Da da Durga. Totally. What? You know, one time a guy followed me home. Like, a guy from the tracks. What did you do? It was like some night back in the summer. And out of the corner of my eye, I could kind of see this dude take this turn out of the parking lot and start creeping up the hill. Like 50 feet back. But like, I didn't want to look right at him. We can do a short ah or a long ah. I took a detour through the woods and sat in a tree. It was getting dark, but like, I could see him just standing off on the road, waiting for me to come down. Oh my god. What did you do? After it got dark, I climbed down and got up the hill real quick. Ah! Yeah, it was a weird, bad time. Why are we saying ah so much? I'm so upset right now. I know, right? See ya. Okay. Oh, we can't jump on our aunt's police car. That's a shame. What were you doing out here last night? What were you doing out here last night? Let's tell her. Let's be honest. I saw someone kidnap someone. Like a kid. Tell me what you saw again. Someone in a big old coat with someone over their back. Uh-huh. And you chased them down here? Yeah, and I got to the fence and they were up in the woods. Alright, thank you, May. I knew you were just gonna brush this off. May, there's been no missing person reports. Was it just a prank? That tends to happen when a kid goes missing from something like Harfest. Hell, I got 6 calls about kids out too late. There would be a report. I'm reporting! This right here, this is a report. May, there's no break in the fence. So unless someone could jump this thing while carrying a teenager who hasn't been reported as missing. Any theories, May? They could have gone around the fence? I don't know, May. This fence goes out as long as the parking lots, almost to the tracks. For you to be right behind them, and then to be miraculously on the other side of the fence? I was running around half the night, getting after teenage bullshit. And people scared of clotheslines and noises. Are you trying to kick off a horror movie? No one believes the girl who saw the ghost. Well, I have bad news for you. The cop always dies. I'm sorry, we're talking about a ghost now? It must have gone through the fence. Really, May? No, yes. I don't know. I'm really tired. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Will you at least check the woods? May. Me and Dan McConnell were up there this morning. Because of what you said last night. She's gaslighting. Maybe. I don't trust the aunt like I trust mom. But at the same time, maybe there's just some supernatural weird thing that's going on and the town isn't involved. From the fence up to the old mine, we found a couple teenagers on a gross mattress. We saw some worried-looking deer, and one deer hunter out too early. She knows. She told May, go home. Go home. That can't be it. That is it. The cop always dies. I love that little remark. There's no way we were just imagining that. Something happened. Now, what it was, though, that's kind of what we don't know. Alright, let's go talk to Gregg. Snakeums and Fruits Ghost. Oh, I love that. I don't know if I've noticed that before. I love this little guy. Little Fruits Ghost. Sup, dude? Ugh. Long night. Weird night. She's been telling that to everybody. What's up? I'll tell you at band practice. Cool. What you up to? We gonna head out to band practice? Yeah, let's do this. Are we gonna learn a new song? Like, that's typically what band practice means, right? Back to watch this fiasco again? Yep. You're our only fan, Germ. I'm just here to be entertained. And through his own admission, he's not really our fan. He just comes here. I'm a gentleman of leisure. Nice. Ready to play? Yeah. Go convince Gregg. He's all slow today. Can do. Hey, Angus. Hey, May. What's up? Nothing. I'm having a very boring week. Jeez, I'm envious. So how about that demon tower? Yeah. What do you think? I didn't know yet. I haven't gotten too far. Because it's hard AF. I played it one day and I didn't play it again. It's hard. It's good. I like it. Do you like it? I like it. Well, alright then. Yeah, that would just be one of us, Angus. Alright, what's going on with Gregg? Hey, dude. You okay? You look tired. I really did only have my soup for 230 calories and my Subway is on its way. So, you are on a diet, right? I used to eat a lot of subs. No? You just forgot to eat? Gotcha. That happens to me too. I was up all night. They were fixing the roof door. And it was super loud. Roof door? Yeah, the door at the top of the stairs. That goes out on the roof. Now I can, like, I don't know, run from that door down in the lobby. Up to the roof. And pee off the side of the building. Please don't do that, Gregg. Please don't. Thank you. Someone similar to me about forgetting. Yeah, I don't have much of a sweet tooth either. I don't know when I stopped having much of a sweet tooth. I mean, I like sweets and stuff, but I rarely crave sweet things. Yeah, maybe not. But what's to stop random people from doing that too? Dude, it'll be fine. Sorry, I'm just tired. Fair. Ready to go? Yeah, let's do this shit. Alright, we have a new song. Pumpkinhead Guy. I'm gonna mess this up so much. Oop. Oh, shit. Jeez. Oh my gosh. This is terrible. I'm messing up so... This is our first time playing this song. Don't mess up. Goodness gracious. It's gotta be the worst. The worst attempt at playing anything in this game. Wow, May, that was pretty bad is what it was. I literally do not know this song. What is going on in this? That's me. That was me that whole time, Alistair. I didn't know what was going on. That was awful. I couldn't even tell that was music for how bad I played. Freaking awful. Oh my gosh. Whew. May is now getting kicked out of the band. That's it. That's it. Jeez. So fast. You just pushed a button. I am so tired. I strained my vocal cords yelling. Awesome. I'm gonna sound so husky. And anyway, I don't even know if they're dreams or not. Okay, so she's telling them about what she's been experiencing? What happened, I guess, at Harfest. And this guy, who I think was a ghost, kidnapped some kid, and also I think he was in my head after, while I was sleeping. And anyway, yeah, I think I need to do something, because this is scary. Well, that's not what I was expecting to hear tonight. Are you okay, dude? I don't think we are okay. No one's really believing us. Let's say yeah. I'm not like losing it or something. It probably wasn't a ghost. Yeah, probably not. Yeah, definitely. Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll go figure this out myself. Aw, dude, don't be like that. You got us. Aw, dudes. Okay, fine. So we need to maybe see if there's, like, some ghosty stuff happening around here. Like, from a source we can trust. Such as Does the newspaper have like a ghost section? What? Why, is that a dumb question? You know, we could go check the library. For books about it? No, they have the local paper on file. Going back a century. If there's some secret history of kidnapper ghosts, we'll find it there probably. Oh wow, I didn't know they had that. I thought it was just like a bunch of broken down old bunch of books. When's the last time you were at a library? We actually have one of the nicer ones around. Oh? How? Rich dude who paid for it way back when? Yeah, they set up a foundation and... Never mind, let's go. Can we regroup after? Sure. Okay, we'll be back. Woohoo, ghosties. That's the spirit. The library. We haven't been to the library yet. Look! Jobs! Weird, like... When this was painted, it was like... Hey, look out the window. We're all working. Things are great. Now it's like... One of the graffiti murals. After someone gets shot or hit by a car. This mural is really affecting you. I forget that we live in separate realities. Mine's clearly better. Maybe so, May. Pumpkin head guy. So I guess that's what we're calling that ghostly figure. The pumpkin head guy. I think he had a pumpkin head. Hey! Closing in 2 hours. Okay, cool. Any idea where the microfish is? Microfish. Microfiche. 3rd floor. Okay, thanks. Up, up, up. Slow night? Yep. Spooky here. All alone? I'd be spooked. Larry's wandering around here somewhere. Who the heck is Larry? To the 3rd floor. Looks like someone left something open on this one. It's a resume. Bob Targ. Born 1967. 50 years old. Let's see. Experience, mining, construction, well digging. I never think about getting a job when I'm old. 50's not really old. I mean, you should have money then, right? Ideally. It should be like guaranteed. Should be guaranteed in general. You gonna join my young socialist chatterbox group? Is that an actual thing you've got, B? Look at this thing. Holy crap. What? It's Charity Barity. Charity Barity. What the heck? What's Charity Barity? How do you not know Charity Barity? I assume this is something from school? The school of being 5 freaking years old. Alright. So this was a thing you liked as a kid? No, I hated Charity Barity. It does look really hateable. It was like you were under some curse where a cute thing followed you around 24/7, yelling about like sharing and not littering and paying taxes. Well, That's an important skill. I was 5. I'm 20 now and I still haven't paid taxes. Charity Barity goes to a state infrastructure budgeting meeting. Ugh, I forgot the worst part. It always rhymed. Charity Barity. Oh no, austerity! What's that? Reason the 2 bridges in and out of Saltstown are still closed. Oh wow, you still can't, like, go to Saltstown? You're welcome to try. I just got back in time. The song is so hard. I've played this game maybe 5 or so times, and this is always the hardest. Yeah, I don't know if you saw how terrible I did. It was awful. Oh my gosh. I don't think I could practice that song enough and be good at that. Oh my gosh, that was so hard. That was the equivalent of dropping like a nuclear bomb on my head. Of me trying to keep up with that. I'll try it again, but I don't think it's gonna go very well. Geez, they sure made a lot of these books. I think they're still making them. Charity Barity has a good song that's way better than Pumpkinhead Guy anyway. Oh, he does? We're gonna be playing a song about Charity Barity. Is May gonna be happy about that? I think she might puke. Puke out of disgust. This one looks pretty old. Charity Barity. Danger everywhere-ity. That's vague and disconcerting. No, it is. That's really vague and disconcerting. I don't know if she is, but I am. Could have just kept updating that one book. Look at that guy. Just look at him. Puking out of excitement. Maybe you should, for your own safety, maybe tone down the excitement a little. Just maybe like a couple of notches. So this is not the 3rd floor. This is the 2nd floor? Ah, okay, yeah. I was wondering why we didn't find our microfiche. And make sure to get, like, a trash can or something. Too late. Oh, no. Sniff, sniff. Oh, wow, it's dusty up here. Why is it dusty up here? It's old up here. Sure is. Maybe your ghost is up here? Yep. Ghost. Or something. Whatever he was. He walked through a chain link fence, or flew over it, or something. While carrying something. Oh, right. Well, that's even more impressive. So we're gonna go find this guy. Because he took someone, and he's like somehow connected to this thing I've been going through. Oh, is that where the story's going? Interesting. That's an interesting piece of text that we just got. And that's not good. That all sounded a lot more badass in my head. It always does, May. It's okay, it was fine. Alright, there she is. This very secluded computer on the 3rd floor of Dust where nobody freaking goes, apparently. Cool. So, I have no idea how to use it. Really? I can't know how to do everything. I'm sorry, but what expertise have you brought to this thus far? This whole thing was my idea. No, your idea was ghost hunting. My idea is to do at least a tiny bit of research on it. If you think it's so stupid, why are you here? Because you're my friend, you asshole. Aww. She loved hearing B say that. Aw, we friends be a twist. Here, let me get this set up. She's warming up to us. She's totally warming up to us. We'll be here all night if your dumb ass is in charge. Alright, so what are we looking for? I want to steer. No. Move, I'm steering. Ow. Jeez, May. I'm sorry. Okay. How do we do this? Step 1. Look at the screen. Step 2. Move around and look at stuff. Step 3. Find ghost. Sure. Alright, do we have a cursor? Oh, okay, here we go. It's probably the spectral happenings at Possum Jump. Oh no! Local ghost! Is that it? There's a lot to do with the mine. And strikes. Interesting. There's a lot about ghosts, too. Alright, we have a lot of reading. A massacre? Alright, well let's just start at one spot. Let's avoid the stuff that has something to do with ghosts so we can read all of it. It has to be, Mom. Pie piracy. Dear citizens, please make note to keep your pies safe during the pleasant weather we are experiencing. Several ladies have reported pies from their kitchens disappearing at alarming rates. Even worse, the picky culprit is leaving behind only the rhubarb pies. Until this criminal is caught or the bad weather returns, we remind our housewives to make use of their pie safes indoors or stick to rhubarb. The Stanley T. Possum statue, known by residents as Posse, is finally slated for demolition. Posse closed in 1967, but Richard Coulson, son of Samuel, had hopes of refurbishing the statue for new generations. Posse stood silent for close to 60 years, witnessing the beginnings of the demise of the railroad, the mines, and the coke works that ushered in his existence. Teens and other vandals broke in to Posse over the years, and climbing up through Posse became a rite of passage for many young people in the area. Residents have been torn over what to do with the beloved but derelict statue over the years, but 3 years ago, pressure began mounting to have it torn down. A storm knocked off Posse's ear, and the next year, Ralph Jenkins fell from the staircase and broke both legs. Oh my gosh. Samantha Coulson, Glick, daughter of Richard, finally agreed that it was time for Posse to go. The demolition will begin at 12 p.m. on Saturday, and viewing areas will be set up at a safe distance. Progress Springs in Possum Springs. Randolph Stafford, owner of the Bell's Hole Mine Works, has partnered with Samuel Coulson, owner of Coulson Coke Works, Daniel Glick, railroad magnate, and prominent business owner Harrison Schreigeist, to make some stunning improvements to the town. The four men desire to build a model of progressive living right here in Possum Springs. The old miners' double houses on Elm Street would be torn down and replaced with spacious single homes. A new elementary school will be opened nearby, along with a new state-of-the-art recreation center, courtesy of Arnold Applebaum. This is in addition to the improvements Randolph Stafford promised to previously striking miners. There has been another sighting of the albino groundhog from a very reliable source this time. Edward Studer reports that he saw the pure white beast digging near Shade Gap. Mr. Studer has declined to give any more of an exact location and implores his fellow hunters to admire this anomaly from afar and leave him to his business. We cannot agree more with this upstanding citizen and remind townsfolk that if you are interested in seeing an albino creature, to stop by Sudi's barber shop for a peek at an albino raccoon, where certainly this will assist your mind in completing the search for the groundhog. So I'm already kind of figuring out a little bit of the history of Possum Springs. It started out as like a mining kind of thing, and then I guess it became not popular, successful, and then a town sprung up. Samuel Colson has purchased 10 acres of land on the outskirts of Possum Springs. When they inquired as to what Mr. Colson would like to use the land for, the only remark that was made was coming here would delight both young and old for years to come. We're very anxious to be delighted. Underground gases afflict many. The houses on Larch Street have been evacuated after the discovery of gas buildup in the basements was found to have led to hallucinations. What? Is that what's happening to May? Is she just breathing in some gas and he's starting to hallucinate? There's no way. Is it? For the past several weeks, residents have been complaining of family members who began hearing voices or seeing things that were not there. One older woman was found having an animated discussion with an empty chair. When pressed, she calmly explained that she was talking to her sister who had passed away some 50 years ago. 2 nights ago, the son of Carson Zimmer ran out of the house and leapt into Cooper's Pond, a 1 mile up the road. Moments before this, the child had been readying for bed in accordance with another sibling, became increasingly agitated. The last words he uttered were about some sort of song before he dashed out of the house and into the night where his watery grave awaited him. This last event persuaded residents to request help from the officials to see if this is related to St. Luvern's lantern, a phenomenon where exposure to specific underground gases leads certain victims to experience waking dreams, auditory hallucinations, and a sense of unseen presences. Preliminary tests indicate that the gas is present in the homes, and mining officials are moving the residents until more tests can be completed. This ain't Man of Medan. I know, that's what I was thinking of too. The mom is having some hallucinations. Maybe? Strike. A strike at Stafford Mine has been called. The idea first arose at the memorial of the 1888 explosion victims. Miners gathered in the home of Arthur Borowski, that's our ancestor, to continue the memorial to their friends, and also began recounting all the promises the bosses had reneged on the past year, including basic safety measures to avoid another explosion. A group of 20 miners entered the mines to begin the strike, and 30 more joined them before morning. All work had stopped at the mine, and the miners are now striking in 8-hour shifts. Their wives and children have begun to bring food and water for the men. The bosses have stated that the miners are safer than they were a year ago, and that there's no need to act in this manner. New old store in town center. The old Pickaxe hardware store is set up to have its grand opening this Saturday. We received a sneak peek of the store yesterday, and our town will benefit greatly from this new addition. Roy Burge is bringing 25 years of building experience into this new venture, and he has stocked the shelves with all the nuts, bolts, and nails you need for any project, plus the latest in tools. Stop by to see the latest trends in everything from handsaws to hammers. Best of luck, Mr. Burge. Possum Massacre. Severe violence broke out at the Stafford mine strike today. The bosses arrived to attempt to renew talks and were taught by some of the children present. Rocks were thrown at the National Guard, and strikebreakers opened fire on the crowd. After a few minutes, the smoke cleared and the gory scene revealed. 9 miners are dead, with a dozen more injured. A young brother and sister were also shot dead as they were delivering a package of food to their father and uncle, who was on strike below when the shooting broke out. The photograph of the 2 children, aged 7 and 9, who were shot in cold blood, has circulated far outside of the little county. The heinous act led to the personal visit from the governor to the strike site to meet with strikers. Independent inspectors were also brought in, and talks finally began. 45 days since the start of the strike, the bosses have agreed to comply to the current safety standards and to honor the demands of the miners. Strange but True. A Tale of Teeth. Strange but True is an ongoing series about weird and forgotten aspects of Deep Hollow County history and culture, published weekly. Bad bosses figure heavily into Possum Springs history, and this morbid tale of crime and secret societies is no exception. The story goes, in 1870, a local mine boss was skimming workers on their pay. A group of miners confronted him when he was in the act. He denied everything, with many a slur, and punched the miners' leader, Darnell Glace, in the face, causing him to lose his last remaining tooth. The miners knew how much Darney's tooth meant to him, and they descended on the boss. A few held the boss down, while the others removed all his teeth with pliers. The teeth were passed out to the miners, and a secret society was created with a vow to protect the workers' interests. Membership was based on owning one of these teeth, and each was marked with a symbol of their choosing. These symbols were used around the coal patch to organize meetings and make announcements. The boss survived his attack, but never named his attackers for fear of implicating himself. When died a few years later, members dug up his grave to retrieve his skull. It was used in ceremonies performed before going out for retribution. Good heavens, this guy is getting freaking desecrated. All would gather around, place their teeth into the sockets, and later retrieve their tooth after the retribution was completed. Upon a member's death, their tooth would be passed to a new member. Teeth of members in jail would be left in their sockets until their fates were decided. After the strike of 1889, the society dwindled. Occasionally, a descendant of one of these men would find a tooth with strange markings in their home. That is bizarre. May found a tooth, remember? Oh, yeah. Oh, snap. Yeah, you're right. Who did that belong to? Arthur Borowski? Her ancestor? Her granddad? Deep Hollow County mourns. The final group of bodies from the 1888 explosion have been recovered 2 days shy of the 1-year anniversary of the tragedy. These 5 men bring the total dead to 112. 2 of the men, Addison Pine and Henry Harvey, were the ones who set off the explosion. Although mine bosses have been informed that gas pockets were present in this section, they elected not to inform Pine and Harvey of the possible danger. The other 3 bodies belong to Peter Bledsoe, Christian Stanoff, and Peter Lajtha. Peter's funeral arrangements will be handled by Father Lithiz, as the man's widow has since returned to Hungary with his 2 orphans. It's probably Grandpa's because the code was found on something about Grandpa, right? It was found in a bookshelf. I don't remember what the book was, but it was found on the bookshelf. Sound off, opinion line. We would like to remind the men of our town to please refrain from spitting on the sidewalk. This unsanitary habit is unseemly and beneath you. Parents, please be sure your daughters are not participating in the new trend of skirts showing the ankles. I do not think we need to remind you which road of brimstone this temporary fashion trend will lead your dear daughters down. I have been witnessing more and more teenage girls coming into our town on Saturday night unchaperoned, using vulgar slang terms, certainly unfit for me to print here, and blocking the sidewalks by walking arm in arm. They are loud and also flirt with boys, unabashedly, while smoking cigarettes. These young ladies need to be stopped before our young ladies get any ideas, or our boys fall in with the wrong girl. Young men have been seen around Possum Springs engaging in the ridiculous behavior of wearing mismatched patterns in their suits. This type of outfit may be all the rage in Bright Harbor, but good luck getting any respectable businesses around here to employ you. You all look like rabid clowns. Councilman Puchinskaya's plan for 3rd Street is a joke. What else is there to say? Dang. That's a lot of negativity there. The strike is now on its 30th day and no end in sight. The bosses have refused to meet with the miners, saying their demands are too fantastical. The miners claim that they're only asking the bosses to adhere to safety standards that are already the law. The National Guard was called in after last week's scuffle, and the Colson Coke Works Union has joined the cause, which has caused an uptick in national press arriving at the site. The women's camp has expanded its services from serving meals to beating any non-union miner from entering the mines. So far, they have been successful in both ventures. Tragedy at Stafford Mine. An explosion occurred at 6:20 a.m. at the Stafford Mine. All work ceased while men attempted to rescue survivors. So far, 3 men have been pulled out alive along with 20 dead. The explosion occurred 10 miles deep in the mine, and only one group of men were able to escape before the elevator's rope snapped, and the next group of men plummeted to their death. So far, hopes of finding more survivors is low. The main path to the tunnel caved in due to the explosion, and supervisors still attempting to piece together exactly where everyone was during the accident. This is just getting bigger and bigger. Events. The last trolley will make its run September 4th. Bernie Goss, the longest employee with 25 years as an operator, will pick up passengers starting at the Market Street tunnel entrance and will end at the trolley garage, where the light refreshments will be served and a speech will be given by the Congressman Archibald Reed. Twin Club will be meeting at the Stags on Wednesday right at 6 p.m. This month's craft will be knitted hats for the soldiers along with the potluck. All mothers of twins of any age are welcome. I think we're down to just the ghost stuff now. Local ghosts, Little Joe at it again. As the school children are quick to inform you, Possum Springs has at least one resident who won't show up in any census survey. Little Joe, purportedly the ghost of Joe Shade, a miner who died in mysterious circumstances some decades ago, is a favorite spook story of the whimsical and weird members of our community. His most recent activity seemed to involve getting up out of his coffin in the old section of Possum Springs Cemetery and strolling around, unnerving visitors to the largest graveyard in Deep Hollow County. His grave has become a destination for unruly and often destructive local youths, and as such, Possum Springs City Council is considering erecting an iron gate to protect the historical tombstone that filled the small hollow where Joe Shade lies buried. Police have also stepped up patrols in the area, so be warned, thrill seekers. You may not see a ghost, but you may see a fine for trespassing. That might be where we're going. Spectral happenings at Possum Jump. 2 local sweethearts were startled this past Sunday night as they hiked along the wooded overlook known as Possum Jump. According to the Lovebirds, at approximately 11:45 p.m., a figure appeared to walk from the edge of the cliff out into the open air and then disappeared. Forestry workers the next morning were unable to locate any evidence of anyone having leapt from the great height, leaving the exact nature of what the two saw a mystery. A decent hike up into the state forest hills, Possum Jump is famous for its beautiful view of the Echo Reservoir. It also holds historical importance as it hosts the lovely graves of several persons involved. The lonely graves, not lovely graves, of several persons involved in the Possum Massacre. Ghostly rumors haunt New Historical Society. The Possum Springs Historical Society's conversion of the Schreegeist House into a new headquarters and education center has hit a snag. Custodial head Jed Newsom has resigned, citing strange occurrences in the old manor. I'd be there after hours doing my work and I'd hear someone walking around, trying doorknobs. I came out to see who was fooling, but there was never nobody there, said Newsom. Trying to get this map room operational for the children, all the while I'm looking over my shoulder, expecting to see God knows what. Mr. Newsom had previously requested to work only daylight hours when the other staff were present in the building, but even that proved to be too terrifying. I don't go to the off-limits area anymore. I don't go up past the second floor, and then only go to the office. I know the others laugh and say I'm seeing Little Joe or something, but they can all go spit. Little Joe, for the uninitiated, was a local ghost story popular some years ago. The Possum Springs Historical Society has refused to comment on Mr. Newsom's claims at this time. Oh my goodness. Mary Owie. Little Joe got you. Little Joe can go screw off. I don't got time for Little Joe. Oh, we had to press E on these. This is interesting, but not exactly about a ghost. Let's start on this one, I guess. Oh, look! Scooch, so I can see. graveyard. That's a gimme. I mean, if you're looking for ghost stuff, that's where they make a lot of them. Looks like they saw him in the old section. Oh, cool. That's where his grave is. I'm actually interested in that. How could you not be interested? This is like actual dangerous ghost stuff. I like history. Wow, lots of words on the screen. Hey, Eno, welcome in. No kidding. I've been reading newspaper articles for like 15 minutes. It's a lot of reading. Ghosts are history. History that won't stay history. Haha, that's actually pretty good. Dee Dee looks a bit different. Cat ears redeem, yeah. So now we have cat ears for the rest of the stream. Hey, look at this. Yeah. Looks like Possum Jump? Let me read it. It's Possum Jump. Okay, yeah, that's back up in the state park, right? Yeah. Ever been up there? Nope. Gonna check it out, though. Go nuts. That's actually probably only a mile or so from Miss Miranda's house. Back up in the hills. All kinds of stuff up there. Well, I'll try to avoid any basements. Or corpse husbands. Co-signed. Yeah, let's try to avoid that. Pretty sure she actually is a serial killer. Hey, hey, hey. Ghost spotted. Historical Society. History that won't stay history. In a history place. History place? Yeah, I've never been. You didn't go back in school? I think this was when I wasn't in school. Oh, after the softball incident? Yeah, mostly just watched TV and did therapy. Well, it's actually a pretty cool old house. Used to be owned by one of the mine owners or something. Railroad, mine, steel mill, something like that. An actual haunted house. No. Elementary school kids are there all the time. They have like summer arts and crafts programs. Oh well, still worth checking out. Okay, well that's like 3 leads. Let's boogie. Let's boogie? Also, is that it? Yeah, let's get out of this. 3 clues, we got 3 leads. You're a regular detective. Mae Borowski, a detective of ghosts. Alright, let's go. So we've got some leads. Can I borrow your car this week? Do you even have a license? I mean, no, regardless. But do you? Nope. No license, no credit cards. Don't believe in money. Hence, the centerpiece of some of Mae's problems in life. You just believe in other people's cars and money. I didn't choose to be born in this society. Okay, well, I have, a job, so I can't drive you around to all those spots. I can maybe do the graveyard? I need to go there anyway. Cool, I'll see if Gregg wants to do the other 2. And I probably don't have to say this, but just because something happened in the past doesn't mean it's gonna happen again. Hey nerd, ever hear that history repeats? It does. It does the same thing over and over again. So we've just been in a loop since we were living in caves? Yeah, that's science. Oh my freaking god. That's science according to Mae. Wow. Why does almost every streamer I come upon always take the B route? Hey, Mighty Mike! Welcome in! I don't know what the Gregg route is like. This is my first time playing. I don't know what's different between, your choices and whatnot. For me, I don't care a lot about Gregg. Gregg is not a compelling character for me. He's a little too crazy. He's not serious. He's not interesting. And I said this in a different stream, maybe even the last one. For people that want kind of like an experience that's like, kind of crazy, zangy, and very surface level, Gregg is great. He's going to keep things light and make things really crazy. There's no telling what Gregg is going to get up to, when you hang out with him. I don't have any idea because I didn't hang out with him. But B kind of offers a little bit more of a depth to the story, which I'm all about. So I immediately gravitated to B. And B just has a really interesting backstory and a very interesting history with May that I wanted to learn more about it. And I learned really early in. Hey, Mosho, welcome in. Gregg is great, so you can't make the assumptions. You learn really early in that B and May used to have a connection, and then things got messed up. And I got really curious into that, and I just wanted to learn more and more about it. Was not so for Gregg. Gregg was not compelling for me. So I pretty much ignored him. But that's my reasoning. My favorite character is Gregg, but you have a good point with B too. Yeah, see, like there's nothing wrong with going with Gregg, right? It's what you're after. I do Gregg's route. I wanted to learn more about B's backstory. And I wanted to get a lot of depth with the one that I hung out with. And I'm pretty satisfied with that. There was one thing that we did with Gregg that I really liked and I thought was really cool. It was the part where he takes you out back from his store and you have to like swing your bat at like the bottles he throws at you. That was pretty fun. I really enjoyed that. So, honestly, if I had the option to do both of them, I absolutely would. Like, that was fun. I liked that. But unfortunately, I did not have the option to hang out with both of them. So, B ended up taking the spot. But yeah, that was fun. I wish it actually lasted longer, because I sucked at it. I sucked at it really bad. The first time I played the game, I didn't understand the point of the game, so I wasn't attracted or compelled to any certain route. Yeah, there's a lot that like goes on in the background of this game, and it really rewards you like going around and exploring and talking to people, because there's like several mini stories that are happening, and you can get really deep into what's happening in this town. And it does have a lot of depth. I think depending on what your expectations were for this game, or even how old you were when you played this game, you might kind of miss a lot of it. Because this game, it kind of lends itself to spending a lot of time with it and talking to people. So I've just gotten so, like, I dove into this game. I'm trying to experience all of it as much as I can anyway on my playthrough here. But I'm really enjoying it so far. It's been really good. And I've gotten really attached to May. She's a little crazy, but she's really interesting. All right, let's see what these guys are talking about. What is that Miss Quelsey? Oh, wow, I haven't seen her since graduation. She was always kind of a badass. School district did not fund that art program at all. But she made it work. She was like some sort of art teacher survivalist. Wow, I never realized. I think they pay her in bits of string and soda cans. Dang. The disrespect. Should be saving that string to repair those bridges in Saltstown. There you go. Thank you all for coming to this second meeting. Like, do they just not know I'm here? Of the Possum Springs Poetry Society. Do you want to stick around for this? Yeah, let's do it. And freaking Selmers is here. No wonder Selmers is here. It's poetry. Alright, we're going to sit down for poetry, apparently. Tonight we have we have new poems from myself. I'll read it right in a second. And Fisherman Jones. And Selma Ann Forrester. I will start us off with one of my own. They don't actually pay her in string, right? That is a May question. That is a May question if I've ever seen one. He's a poet and you know it. I actually think Selmers is a girl. I'm pretty sure Selmers is a girl. Yes, May. They literally pay her in string. I was just joking. Right. Letter to my worst student. To my worst student. The subject of my stories. I tell friends back home when they ask about life. Out here in the sticks, it's you. I worry, at the end of my life, you will be the only one I remember. Why did you key my car? I know it was you, Brian. Thanks, everyone. Is that legal? What? Talking about details about students like that? She didn't name names. Yeah, she did. Okay, no full names. Next up, Fisherman Jones. Fisherman Jones has a poem for us. Two poems. They're short, though. 2 poems. Take it away. Hi, folks. Thanks. This is called Tunnel Eels. Tunnel eels, tunnel eels. I do not know how it feels to be in darkness all the time, born in muck and raised in slime. But neither do you know paths I've trudged, so it hardly is your place to judge. Okay, that's one poem. The next one is shorter. I was actually getting into that. I wanted that to keep going. I'm actually disappointed that ended right there. This is called Tunnel Frogs. Alright, we're really hung up on tunnels here. Tunnel frog swims in the dark. Must think it would be a lark to be a fisherman like me. But what do you know? Amphibie. That's it. No. Tunnel eels was definitely where it was at. He should have stuck with tunnel eels. That's great. Thank you, Fisherman Jones. Dude is really worried about what fish think. He definitely talks to the actual fish. Oh, most definitely. Finally, a poem by Selma Ann Forrester. Yay, Selmers! Thanks, May. You know her? Dude, she's like your neighbor. Selmers has had like 1 or 2 good poems, and the rest I hate. So, we'll see how this goes. Oh. She writes these really funny, dorky short poems. I'm up for something short and funny. Is it May? Ba-dum-ts. This is called There's No Reception in Possum Springs. She's not wrong. No reception here. I wave my black phone. In the air like a flare, like a prayer, but no reception. I read on the internet, baby face boy billionaire. Phone app sold made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations. More than my whole world ever has. World where house buying jobs became rent paying jobs, became living with family jobs. This poem sucks. Boy billionaires. Money is access, access to politicians, waiting for us to die. Lead in our water, alcohol, and painkillers. Replace my job with an app, replace my dreams of a house and a yard. With a couch in the basement. The future is yours. Force 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement, they're in the house, and I think we've lost the poem aspect about like the 10th word in. I'm going to be honest. Some night I will catch a bus out to the West Coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. We definitely lost the poem there. Holy shit. Wow, damn. I think Selmer spoke from the heart there. I think we lost the poetry and got kind of like an insight into Selmer's outlook on life here. She rhymed entrepreneur. Yeah, I guess so. I don't even know what that word means. Thanks, everyone. Is she always like this? No. Wow. Huh? Thanks, everyone. See you in 2 weeks. Yeah, what a way to end the poetry club for the night. Jeez. Hey, Selmers. What? I liked your weird poem. I don't even think you could begin to classify that as a poem. Thanks, I wrote it myself. As I would expect you did. Wait, was the assumption that she didn't write it herself? Nice work, Selmer. Or Smelmer. I don't like that nickname. What are you two? Sorry. It's cool. Can we go now? Yeah, let's go. This is getting silly. Okay, is this the debriefing of what we found at the library? Okay, thanks for coming. We live here. Right, so just brush over that. Find out anything about your ghost? Yeah. Tell him, B. There were some newspaper clippings that talked about a ghost. Not just any ghost, Little Joe. Look at that head wag. I don't really remember Little Joe. He's a ghost miner. He died in mysterious circumstances. Wow. I know, right? Mysterious. I thought you were, like, afraid of this ghost. Like, filled with dread and shit. I'm terrified. Okay. So it mentioned 3 different places we can all check out. I have work and stuff. Yeah, Gregg and I also have work. You guys skip out on work all the time. Maybe we can, like, split this up. Share custody of you and your ghost. What places are you thinking about? The graveyard. I call that one. It's close. And not illegal. That's the most important thing. Is there an illegal one? Oh, look at his face. He's ready. He's ready for the illegal one. Look at that grin. Sure is. The Historical Society. You know, you don't have to, like, break in. be the voice of reason here. The people there, like, get paid to show you. Anyway, I'm in for the Historical Society. Any mention of anything illegal, and he's like, I'm in. Awesome. So, what did I get stuck with? Possum jump. Ooh, his face perked up with that. Cute face when she grins and gets excited. Yeah, I love May's facial expressions. Oh, he grins and gets excited. Everyone can get kind of, well, I say that. B's pretty much just one note. Angus, he has two faces. Ears raised and ears down. Gregg and May are the ones that really just kind of get really expressive. But yeah, Gregg goes crazy. Especially when he like waved his arms around like a madman when we first like were introduced to him, I think. I saw that and I'm like, "Oh, I know how this guy's going to be." Yeah, Gregg is super expressive. I know Possum Jump. We used to go there in Scouts. Perfect. Okay, I need to like actually get home and do work. This is gonna be awesome. And also, I'm scared to death. Ta-da! It's Selmers! Poet. Good poet. Thought, if I die, Selmers should write a poem about it. Can we veto that? Can we get, like, someone else who actually is better at writing poetry to do that instead? It's Dad! And only Dad, because Mom is not here. Urgh. Yeah, seems like that's going around. The erg. Yeppers. So, you and Mom had a bit of a fight yesterday, huh? Yeah. I thought you two were getting along. We are. We made up, so, like, it's fine now. Just a bump. You two. Always two alike. I guess. I got your chill and her smartassness. I just hate to see you two out on the outs again. It'll be fine, we're cool. So, we're having money problems? What? No. We're fine. Is she keeping this a secret? Does he not know? Or is he lying? Dad? May, it's fine. It's okay, I'm 20, I can handle it. Nothing to handle. Okay. Might just head up to bed tonight. Sounds good, kid. Been a long couple of days. We really don't get to talk to Dad much. So it seems as though he does know about it, but he's trying not to make us worry. That's what I'm getting out of that. But I'm pretty sure he's worried. I wonder if one of these is our granddad. I never thought about it, but is it this guy? Or is it this guy? I don't know. Let's do our nightly tradition of checking our mail. Hey, let me know when you want to hit the cemetery. I should be around most nights this week. I don't know. Thanks, B. Don't thank me too hard. I'm going there anyway, and it's like right down the road. You're ruining this. Oh, in that case, you are so incredibly welcome, and also you better not forget this big favor. That's more like it. I'm falling asleep. Had fun tonight. Sorry if I was grouchy. It's just... It's fine. And there she goes. Wait, did you fall asleep? Yes, May. She fell asleep. Lol. Yo, I looked up the Historical Society on the internet. It's real old, but then they did big renovations. Oh, really? I mean, listen, I'm not saying there's a ghost, but old stuff that just got torn up seems like Ghost Central. How so? You're a ghost hanging out in an old house, and then someone puts in a pool where you died or something. Haunted pools would be actually pretty scary. I'm spooked. I'm going to bed. It's the best time to go to bed. Hey, May. Let me know when you want to go to the park. I looked up a map and it's pretty straight shot up to Possum Jump. Okay, great. We never really get a chance to hang out. As I have constantly commented, we haven't gotten a chance to really get to know Angus at all. At all throughout this whole game. It'll be fun, I think. Okay, I'm going to sleep. Night, sir. Tips hat. I think in relation to that, it kind of indicates to the player that we're not really that close with Angus. Because, you know, we just don't really talk. We don't hang out. It's like that friend that, you know, is in the group, and he's just there by, like, association. Not really because we're, like, super close, but he's, like, in the group, so you hang out with him. That's kind of like what I feel like our relationship with Angus is. And Angus is, like, super introverted anyway, so I think it kind of makes it worse. Quote, worse. It just changes our dynamic of our friendship in that way. This game looks weird. I'm back. Thanks, Alistair. Thanks for coming back. It's not like you haven't seen this game before. This is my favorite game. Yeah, this is Mighty Mike's favorite game. They've apparently know this game inside and out, and they are still wanting to watch playthroughs of it, which I think says a lot. That is dedication right there. Alright, and of course. Perfect. I guess we're turning in for the night. Bedtime? I think so. Can't believe people. It's like the whole WoW addiction. Alright, we're getting a dream sequence. I was wondering about that. Oh, wow. Okay. It's a ghost. Looks kind of like an alien. I always spend a lot of time in these trying to find everything. Here we go. There's one. I really like these fish, though. These are pretty cool. I remember the first time when we had one of these crazy dream sequences, and we got to the end. I think it was like a cat or something. That was really surprising. Okay. It's another. Here's one. Go, May, go! Oh, shoot. This day has been so long. It has been. It was so long. It's because of our little expedition to the library and all that turned into. The freaking newspaper articles is what took a lot of the time, too. Yeah, what a day. I feel like they could have stretched this content into another day for how much there was in it. I don't know. Maybe not. I think without that interesting stuff of the last bit, it wouldn't have been an interesting day. So maybe not. Apparently we're tied up in a ghost hunting adventure now, which is pretty interesting. I'm wondering if there's any substance to this, or if it's just another wild goose chase. I feel like this is gonna lead somewhere. We're pretty late into the game. I don't know how much longer the game is, but we're pretty late in. And May said one thing that was very interesting, relating this that's happening back to all the problems that she's having. Like what she's going through. And I don't think that that's not intentional. I think that kind of hints towards the fact that this is something that is significant. Especially since we're going to be visiting 3 different places over it. Like, there's been, like, some mini conflicts that have lasted, like, 1 or 2 days. Such as the little arm thing that we found in front of the diner. The little scuffle with Mom. The scuffle with B. Like, these major things that didn't really turn into something big, but I think this is going to be something big. So I'm really interested to see where this goes. And what this ghost is, if it actually does exist. It might not even exist. The game just might be kind of playing it up. And then be like, surprise, it's actually this instead. Yeah, I don't know which one I'm going to go to first. I'll have to decide next time. But yeah, that was fun. That was interesting. Mighty Mike, thank you for the follow. It was really fun having you here. I hope to see you on at least some of the other days to, you know, hang out and chat and give me some ongoing commentary of your thoughts about the game, because I like talking about this game. So that is going to be it for me. Thank you everybody for spending this time with me, this quite long stream. It was fun. Thank you everybody. Goodbye.